So for a while now, I've been keeping my eye on Kena Bridge of Spirits, and I've been wondering how good is this game? So when the game came out, I bought it day one, and I gotta say, folks, this is a really solid game. I wouldn't say it's a Game of the Year contender. I wouldn't say it's even the best game of the year, but it's definitely the best indie game that's come out this year, in my opinion. So first off, I want to talk about these graphics. These graphics, they are amazing. Just straight up, like I am beyond shocked how good this game looks. And considering the fact this is a game that was made by a studio that only has like 20 people, that's pretty freaking crazy. Then we gotta talk about the soundtrack. Man, Kena has a great soundtrack. Every piece of music feels like it fits exactly where it plays. It it also gets you kind of in the mood. Like you're going around exploring, you're hearing this little whimsical music playing, dun, dun, and it's just like it makes you go like, man, I kind of just want to go around. I want to go exploring. I want to see if I can find some of these rots. I want to see if I could do some of these shrines, and it's just like it really puts you in the mood. Now, unfortunately, I didn't capture any footage because this is post gameplay, but I did want to quickly say the cinematics in this game are wow. Like, I really wish that studios from now on would go to Amber Labs and be like, hey, we know you guys are probably busy, but can you help us out with some of these animations we're doing? Because they did such a good job with the animations in this game. I legit thought I was watching a Pixar movie. And I know some people say that a lot, like, oh, this is Pixar quality, but like, this was Pixar quality. Like, imagine Toy Story when it first came out level. This is what Kino was offering, just on a surface level, just from gameplay to cinematics. It was just like, it just shocked me. And also, gotta say this is probably a pro for the PS5 version. Barely any load times. Yet again, that SSD man pulling in the work, fucking showing why you need a PS5. Because man, these load times were damn near instant. I don't even think there was actually that many load times in the game to begin with. But when there was one, it was I literally would like try to get up, try to get a soda, and like the cinematic would be playing or the boss fight would have already started. It's like, well, crap. I want to fucking get a soda real quick here. Now let's talk about gameplay. For the most part, Kina's gameplay is pretty solid. I would also say it's fairly basic. It's nothing that's going to change your world or bend your mind, but at the same time, it's not the worst gameplay I've had. Everything here works the way it's supposed to work. It's a mix between puzzle and combat. Personally, I like that because it kind of reminds me of the PS2 days. Hell, there's even a joke going around this is the best PS2 game ever made. And yeah, that's all I could really say. Like, I wish I could go into more detail about it, but like, it's fairly basic. What you see here right now is most of the game. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because yeah, again, I enjoyed what I was playing. It's just, don't go into this game expecting like big budget, cinematic fights. Well, there's an exception with that, and that's the boss fights. So what you're not seeing here, because yeah, again, I didn't record the footage like a moron. The boss fights are rough in this game. I mean, like, I almost feel like the boss fights are almost too rough at times. Because the game, for the most part, will be very linear, very, easy going kind of pace. Maybe a couple enemies will give you a little bit of a hard time. Then these bosses are just like, suddenly a difficult spike. Like, what the hell? Where was this challenge all of a sudden? This just like came out of nowhere. And I know that might be, kind of a minus for some people, but I'm like one of those people like, you know what? I get what they're doing here. They're trying to make the boss fights, actually intense and rememberable. I just wish that they would have prepared the gamer better for those big spikes, because man, I got my butt whooped a couple of times. So let's talk about the story real quick, because I'm gonna be real, the story is not that original. But then again, as they say in the world of writing and storytelling, originality is dead. I mean, let's be fucking fair here. But I do feel like it's still a solid story. The stuff with the villagers and the spirits, I like. I like those elements. I like the basically the main story being told here. Only thing I didn't like was Kina herself. And do not get me wrong, I am not trying to say the performer is not giving a good performance. The voice actress for Kina is doing a really solid job. My problem is Kina herself doesn't have much personality. Kind of like with Aloy, they feel like their personality has been sacrificed in the name of the bigger story being told. And again, I don't think that's a bad thing because it's something you could fix down the road by just doing a sequel and expanding upon her story, giving us more idea of her family life and stuff like that. That's all I can really say that's a negative as far as like the story goes and characters because like everything here worked. I mean, the freaking first, I guess you would say the first boss fight with the corrupted brother, I got it real, man. That shit got me in tears a little because I was like, damn. And that's why, like, I really appreciate the cinematics of this game because, man, that's like, damn, that shit hit me hard. It's like when I first watched Onward. It was like, holy crap, that I didn't think this story was gonna end like that, and it's gonna be that good. But yeah, it definitely made me hit me in the feels. It definitely made me feel something. So I gotta give Kina that. At least unlike some games out there where the story just kind of happens, Kina actually made me feel a little bit, of something for this character, and made me want to sit there and go, you know what? I just want more. I want more of this. And if we could get more Kina and more, expansion upon her backstory and personality, I'd be fine then. So overall, I gotta give Kina Bridge of Spirits a B plus rating. And yes, I'm not doing the fucking, 10 out of 10s or 0 out of 10s. No, because I feel like giving, a grade rating, it's much better now. Instead of just being like 6 out of 10, 0 out of 10. It's like, I just, it feels more natural. And I can also summarize it more. Um, like I said, solid game, and the fact this was made by a studio that had never made a video game before. The most they have experiences in animation, and also you can tell that with the cinematics. And it's still a solid game. It's like something that's like, you know what? I want a sequel to this. I want to see more of this world. And I definitely recommend getting it at its base price, which is only $40. Yes, the game's a little on the short side, but it's still 10 hours. I mean, you ever sit down for 10 hours? You'll probably not notice time pass, but it's a solid game. It's a solid effort and definitely a great debut game. Like Ember Labs fucking hit out of park fires, making a solid debut game. This is that PlayStation Gamer signing out. Y'all have a good day now.